Where is your focus? That is the question. This is my view, but not my focus. Hi there, I'm Julie, and this is half of the Daily Scoop. My partner Kip is MIA today, so I will be taking the reins and talking about whatever I want to talk about as per usual. Not that that doesn't happen anyways. So where's your focus? Speaking of, that's what we're going to talk about today, is what we're focusing on, how important focus is, and what tends to distract us from our focus. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys that if you are in the Denver, North Carolina area, we will be opening the doors next Tuesday. So August 1st, we'll be opening the doors so you can come in and say hello and check us out at NutritionHQ. Very, very exciting. Lots of exciting things going on in NutritionHQ, actually. So it is a franchise, and we've had somebody else sign on to the franchise, and they are going to be opening in Vidalia, Georgia, I believe. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. And super, super excited to welcome them. Actually, maybe what I will do is do a live with them once they are ready for that. I think they should be ready today. Anyway, focus and distraction. It has come to my realization that distraction is a really, really insidious thing. And often we talk about goals and about, what we want to do and what we want to build and where we want to go. And sometimes you're lucky enough to have a partner that wants to do these things with you and you can discuss them. Sometimes you're doing it on your own. And then there's those people that don't have any goal or standard in their life at all, and they're just wandering through life. But like I said, I want to talk about how important it is to focus on what you want to focus on. Now, I am not a big proponent of setting goals per se. And the reason that I don't like setting goals is because I do find that it keeps you kind of narrow-minded, if that makes sense. So, for example, if the goal is to build a certain business. Let's just take my own goal here. So my goal is to open up a Nutrition HQ. Then I get very one-track minded as to what that looks like and how that looks. And it sometimes gets us stuck. Ooh, this is interesting because what's coming up is when we get stuck. So example, getting the permit, we're stuck at that permit point. So I haven't been doing a whole lot to move it forward because, I can't change how the permitting process is. So therefore, it's out of my hands and I just have to wait. But that's not true. So what I like to do is I like to set a standard. And the standard isn't to open a Nutrition HQ. The standard is to be successful, to move forward. In my life, I want to move forward no matter what that is. I'm very much a forward-moving person. As a matter of fact, I would probably chastise myself that I don't pay enough attention to this exact moment because I'm already 10 steps ahead, and that's not always an ideal thing. But moving forward, successful, whatever success means to you, is the standard. And if you keep that in mind, the permit process isn't going to bother you because there's all these different side steps you can take to continue to grow and thrive while you're worrying about that process. Now, the reason interesting. A couple days ago, I was doing a card reading for myself. And this has come up many, many times. And what comes up is being the truth teller. You see things, you tell the truth about what you see. Now, truth is subjective, but being open and honest about what you see can often lead to a conversation that either supports the other person to kind of see more of your understanding or support you to see more of the other person's, maybe even both. But if you don't say what you see, you cannot move forward. So I was about to tell you why I wanted to talk about focus. And I was going to omit something major because I didn't want to go down that road and talk about that. But that would not be truth telling, would it? So here it goes. I was listening to the book, I believe it's called Interview with the Devil. No, that's a different book. Oh, darn it. I can't remember what it is. It's Napoleon Hill. Anyways, well, sort of, because it didn't get released till many, many years after he died. But it is his writings. And they talk about distraction in it. And wow, have I ever been like looking at my life through that lens. Now, lots of, even arguably being here right now is a distraction from maybe some of the things that I should be doing. But what I want to work with you guys on today is understanding what your standard is and where you are going. And it's fair to have different ones in different areas of your life, but I would argue that they should all feed into the major one. So my major standard, what I feel that I am here to help people is to connect. And I think that that's probably my purpose, or what I feel I'm here to help people with, because I've been historically really, really crappy at it. So once you are able to feel the difference between how you're living before and how you're living now, I feel like that makes you the best teacher. If you've always been somebody that connected, or you've always been somebody with a certain talent or skill, you're not the best teacher, because you need to be able to teach people that don't get it. And I didn't always get it. So therefore, that actually makes sense that would be something that I'm here to help people with. And that's connect with others, but connect with yourself. That goes back to the truth telling. Anyways, that's what I would like you guys to ponder today. What is your overarching goal? What do you feel? And maybe you don't have a freaking clue, and that's fair. Reach out to me. Reach out to somebody else. I'm not trying to sell any coaching services here. That's not my current goal. My current goal is to open up a NutritionHQ. So I'm not here to sell coaching services, but I'm absolutely happy to support you if that is what you need, and maybe that's even to send you to other people. If you don't currently know what your overall focus in your life is, I don't care if you're 10 or 80, you're just drifting. How likely are you to have a fulfilling life? Fulfilling equals happy in my world. So you might want to think about that one. What is your goal? And that goal, well, it's up to you. If that goal is to just get through today, I would say you might want something bigger than that, or longer term than that. But that's up to you. It's your life, not mine. I am going to do a card because it's been a long time since I did a card, and I really enjoy doing cards for you guys. Plus, sometimes it takes me on a totally different tangent, and that's fun for me. And I like fun for me. So therefore, that's what we're going to do today. Lucky you. All right. We're going to use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck today. All right. Let's see. What guidance can I give you guys? Can the cards give you guys to finding what the hell your purpose is? And I don't mean, well, I do kind of mean like bigger overall purpose. You know, what you were bequeathed here to do. I don't know if that's even a word, or I know it's a word. Whether that's in the right place or not, it's another total different story. I would love to hear from you guys. If you're like, I don't know, I just want to work until my next holiday, and then I want to take a holiday, and blah, 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 blah. Or if you're like, hell yeah, I know that right now my purpose is to guide my children into healthy, amazing adults. Or my purpose is to, like in my case, open a business. Or my purpose is, and again, that's not my, I shouldn't say my purpose is to open a business, but that's my my overarching goal is to help people connect. Just so you know, that's one of the beautiful things about the business that I'm opening. This business, being a supplement store, you'd be like, how does that help people connect? Well, because people are going to come in and they're going to want support in that area. And it's a really easy, indirect way to get support in general. What do I mean by that? For the last quite a few years, I've been coaching and doing hypnosis and all kinds of other therapy modalities, but people don't want to come and say, I'm broken, I'm hurting. Some people do, but it's under duress. Now, if I can be in a supplement store and they're like, yeah, I want to just like sleep better and I want to have more energy and I want to maybe have some more muscles or maybe lose some weight or whatever the case may be, people are much more apt to come and ask those questions and actually then be able to get the support that they need. So, fun for me. Double whammy. Hello, Samantha. I'm hoping that Samantha and I are going to have an amazing conversation later this afternoon. I know we will. We always have awesome conversations. So, I'm excited about that. I'm going to do a guidance card as to how you can discern whether you are. Now I'm just going to ask if people are on the right path, because somebody here may or may not be. And it might be not that they're on the wrong path, but they're looking at it through the wrong lens. Ooh, I just heard the word fear. Somebody out there has fear leading them. Ooh. Are you guys working through crisis, or are you working through prevention and forward movement? Crisis or prevention and forward movement? We have so many things that we are in fear of. Okay, it's just telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision. Discernment and clear vision. I don't even know how to word this, guys. What I'm getting is that take the freaking time. Take the time to sit down and actually write out what it is that you perceive that you want next. And it could be multiple things. Like I said, it could be in different categories. So like maybe in your career you want something, and in your relationship you want something, and in your spiritual life you want something else. Take the time to sit there, to write these things down, and then actually follow the path to why you want it, what it's going to do for your life, and how to best get these things in service of you, in service of you. Holy moly, do we ever like to paint things as we're doing this for somebody else. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my whatever, for my boss. I'm doing whatever it is that you paint that you're doing this for. Stop it. Like, you can do things that are for you that help other people. That's your will. You're able to do that. We are all able to do that. And if you do something that helps other people that is for you, it's so much easier to maintain. So much easier to draw those clear boundaries around it, because you actually know what your boundaries are. If you're doing something for somebody else, it's really hard, because it's like, okay, well, I already started out this little journey without keeping me in mind. So how do I keep myself in mind along this journey if it's really not for me in the first place? Can you see how you can get distracted? Can you see how focus might be a problem? Speaking of focus being a problem. Yeah, I know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your time. Don't forget, if you're in the Charlotte, Lake Norman, Denver area, we are opening next week, and we would be thrilled to see you. Like, super thrilled to see you. Very excited. All right, guys. Take care. And if you have any questions, concerns, or cries of outrage, as per usual, bring them on. I love those. Thanks. Have a great day.